Let me first introduce myself and tell you what we're going to be talking about. I'm Steve Smith. I am the founder and board president of a nonprofit called Trinity Coalition, and our mission statement is to transform the Trinity River corridor into a nationally recognized conservation and recreation area. We're about 10 years old. About 5 years ago, as a major step, we were able to get the National Park Service to put their National Water Trail designation on the Trinity River here. So believe it or not, the Trinity River here is actually part of the National Park Service. Bet you didn't know that. So that's the first step. And the topic today really is how do we package the nature that we have here? You know, beginning with the National Water Trail. The National Water Trail has 21 canoe launches. Trammel Crow is just one of them. And so I've lived in the DFW area for about 35 years now. I love going out into nature, just like I'm sure a lot of you do. And about 2 years ago, it occurred to me that it would be helpful for all of us if we had a tool that would tell us that if we wanted to go riding on a paved bike trail, where can you park your car? Where can you put in? If we want to go to a nature center, what nature centers are there around here? If you want to go mountain biking, of course we have Dorba. They have their own map. So Trinity Coalition has spent the last couple of years creating packaging of the nature experiences that we have here. And so the screen here is really not big enough to fully show everything or have you read everything that we've got. It's really just a sampling that you can see the full version on your computer if you go to visit d-fw.com. So here's the purpose of the presentation is to package all of the amazing nature experiences we have here in DFW as a way of improving the quality of life of the people that live here, encouraging increased economic activity, that if, for example, a company was considering Austin or Dallas and everything else was equal, and their employees like to get out in nature, which one would they go to? Right now, they probably would choose Austin, but not after they see what I've got here. And the last thing is to improve the brand of DFW globally in anticipation of what I'm told I cannot use those two words. So anticipation of the world descending on the Dallas area next summer. So here's Trinity Coalition. We are claiming, can you hear me okay now? We're claiming that this is the largest collection of nature experiences of any urban area in the world because it's a collection. So let's see what we've got here. This is the DFW area. You can see Dallas on the right, Fort Worth on the left, and you can see the various categories of nature experiences that we're about to show you. Okay, first, this is the hike and bike trails. You can see a map there, and you can see the Trinity River. These are hike and bike trailheads, parks along the Trinity River. There are 36 of them, starting over west of Fort Worth and going all the way through Dallas. So there are 36 places, and you can see the columns that we have there. The columns tell you the park name, where it's located, how big in acres, whether there's restrooms there, picnic tables, playgrounds, the trail name. So all the information that you would need to have, and all of these you can park there. Do they have a restroom? How far are you going to be going on that trail? So this is one of the maps that we have. Next is mountain bike trails, and you can see we have 10 mountain bike trail systems. And the columns there will tell you the location, the number of trails. There are 113 mountain bike trails in the various trail systems we have here. The distance, 123 miles, and then there's a website, All Trails, that rates mountain bike trails according to degree of difficulty. So you can see in each of those systems, how many of the difficulty you'll have, and we can see, for example, let's see, LB Houston. A lot of have used that. It's almost all easy, very flat. Okay, then we've got. I'm a golfer, and after work every day I go out and walk a golf course, carry my bag, enjoy watching the birds go overhead. A lot of people say golf is not really a nature experience. To me, it is. So we've collected 21 golf courses that are here in the DFW area, all of them open to the public. So if that's the way you do nature, get out and play golf, here's the way to do it. And then we've got the nature centers, and you can see we've got about 12 of those, Cedar Hill State Park, Cedar Ridge Nature Area, the Arboretum, Dallas World Aquarium, the zoo. All of these are nature centers that you can go to. Most of them do have hiking trails that you can also go on. National Water Trail, this is all of the canoe launches. You can see the canoe icon there. We have an interactive map that you can find on our website that if you click on that canoe icon, it will tell you the flow rate of the water, were there any obstacles along the way, a lot of other information that you would use if you're a kayaker. Lakes, we have 4 Corps of Engineers lakes here. Corps of Engineers is important because they don't allow building on their lakes. So if you're on one of the Corps lakes, you're not going to be seeing a bunch of houses there. And the first one is Lake Louisville. You can see there are 20 different parks on their lake there, and you can see we tell you the number, whether there's a boat ramp, whether there's camping, hiking, beach, playground. There are 12 sandy beaches here in the DFW area. You don't need to go to Galveston to enjoy a beach. And ours are cleaner than theirs are, I think. Then we got Grapevine, and you can see the same thing. We tell you where there's a boat ramp, camping, Benbrook, a little bit farther from here, and then Joe Pool down in Grand Prairie. So in total, if you add all of the nature experiences we have, there are 198 places you can go to enjoy nature here in the DFW area. Now we are helping Visit Dallas and other visitor organizations to bring people to hotels to enjoy the nature experiences that I just showed you. And so what we've done is we've identified all the circles there are full-service hotels. They have, and this is one of them, and you have a concierge service there. And so we're starting to educate the concierges in the DFW area. If somebody says, where can I go, X, then they'll have a map and they'll have this website. Okay, the world, I can't use those words. There is a sporting event coming here summer of next year. And the world is going to descend on the DFW area. And Trinity Coalition has been invited by the World Cup Organizing Committee to conduct nature tours for people coming in from all over the world for those soccer games. And so we are working with various organizations to help lead the tours. We're working with various biking organizations to see if we can get use of bikes donated. Had a meeting this morning with the World Cup Organizing Committee, and we're going to do everything we can to get this Trinity River Greenbelt. I think I'm pointing the right way. The river's that way, right? To get the Trinity River Greenbelt designated as a park during that 30-something day period, so that people can get down in there, ride up and down the bike trail. We're even going to have some stand-up paddle boards with yoga on the river. And people say, well, what if you fall in and swallow the water? Which hospital do I go to? And that's what the National Park Service, 5 years ago said, Steve, you got a great river there, but is it clean? Because they went into the internet. You go on the internet and you put Trinity River, and the first article that shows up is River of Death from a 1950s article. Once they get on the internet, they never go away. So we hired a PhD student at UT Arlington to take all of the sampling, E. coli sampling, that on the various sites we have in the DFW area. And what they found is that about 75% of the time you actually could swim in the Trinity River and not worry about it. If you ever go to Rock in the River concert over in Fort Worth, all the years they've had that, there's only one time they couldn't do it because the water was not clean enough. And so the river is clean enough. We're going to be doing SUP yoga, stand-up paddleboard yoga during the World Cup. And we're going to change the image. That's our goal, to change the image of this place so that we are known not just as a place for culture, which is what Dallas likes to be known for, but that's a great thing. What you need to do is kayak during the day, go to a play at night, and we'll show you where you can go to kayak.